and welcome to Lunar Review. I am your host Vanessa, and today I'm talking about the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is currently in the sign of Cancer. He has been there since June 9th of this year, and he will be there until about June 30th of next year. And that's because he typically spends about 1 month in each of the zodiac signs. And Jupiter Cancer is great. This is a very favorable position. We say that Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So he's in his joy. He's overjoyed, over the moon, because he can fully express his personality. The best parts of him, the talents, everything that's good about him can be expressed without restraint. Plus, Jupiter is also one of the benefic planets. Venus is the other one. And this means that benefic planets are, in general, they're benevolent, they're altruistic, and they're charitable. Jupiter. I think everybody knows Jupiter because he is enormous. He's huge. He is by far the biggest planet in the sky. And very fitting because he represents expansion and growth, largesse and excess and extravagance. He also represents goodwill and optimism and adventure. Jupiter is a bit like the Candyman. He is just dishing out opportunities. That's what he likes to do. He likes to basically kind of push us in the direction where our talents are going to flourish and where we're going to be most happy, and where we can also be in a position where we've got some mastery and expertise and we can share. We can share the love with other people. He also encourages individualism. He really wants us to be sovereign beings with our unique contributions. So he wants us to break free from any type of collectivism or authoritarianism. And you really need freedom in order to reach your highest potential. Because if you're a slave or you're in prison and you can't even determine when to use the bathroom or when you eat or when lights out and when you go to sleep, of course you can still be free because freedom is up here in the mind first and foremost. But we live in the material world, and when we have more control over our choices, that means we are free to pick good or evil, and that's how we grow. That's how we develop. We live with the consequences of our action. So free will is really important. Where Jupiter is in your chart, that will show you where and how you express things like charity, your faith, your generosity, and it's where you'll have just an urge to grow and just take up more space. It's where you want to live without restraint, and where you probably can experience a lot of just good, plain old dumb luck. Although I would say good luck is defined in this case as well as it's something when you have the confidence to make your decisions, to make bold decisions and to take a risk. And you do this because you're so enthusiastic about your idea or your project, and you just want to learn more and develop, and you just have so much faith in the outcome. You're so pumped that you know somehow that it's going to be all right and that it's going to be successful. You overlie this overarching feeling of, yeah, I trust the universe. So when you have this really strong sense of purpose and enthusiasm, Jupiter is definitely going to reward this mind frame. Jupiter is in the sign of sensitive and very emotional Cancer. Cancer, she operates from a place of security and comfort and safety. That's what motivates her. That's what she wants to attract. That's what she is hoping to encounter. Those are the situations she wants to create. That's where she wants to be. She wants to be in safety and comfort. She loves those warm, cozy spaces. She's creative and she's dreamy, and she's yin. Yin is the feminine principle. Yang, on the opposite side, is the masculine principle. So, being yin, she is very receptive and can really feel other people's emotions. She's passive. She's also a water sign, so she's got no boundaries. So that means she can be really patient and listen and not interfere with another person's process. She can really take things in. She can be that vehicle of reception. She can be a mirror for that person. The sign for Cancer is the crab. And as we know, the crab kind of sidesteps. The crab does not go forward. And that is perfect for Cancer because Cancer does not act directly as a general rule. That when she's attacking, for instance, she'll attack from the side or behind or from the top, but probably not where you expect. And also it can be a very passive type of aggression. But weak? No, that is not another way of saying that she is weak because it's actually the opposite. She also, Cancer represents the sign of the mother. And we all know what damage a mother can do when she is protecting little ones. She will completely annihilate the threat if she's got her little bundle of joy to protect. So you might think, okay, well, why is Cancer exalted in Jupiter? And it has to be said that infamously, Cancer is known for being quite cranky and moody. And just like the crab lives in the tidal basins. So that's the very shallow water of the ocean and just gets thrown around sort of mercilessly. It's just in a small area, but she is subject to the tides. So that cycle is very emotional. So the emotions go up and down and they have a whole array of expression. But when she is in Jupiter, she loses her crankiness and she becomes more grounded, and the sensitivity that she has, which is so important and the key to her intelligence, it's more mature, and she doesn't take things the wrong way and she doesn't take things personally. Cancer really just loves to, or would really love to just love and trust everybody and just to freely engage with bonding on like a very genuine emotional level. And as a sign, Cancer is already, it's a sign of the mother and family and fertility. And she's already very connected to those who are close with her, the loved ones, the good friends, and, to the tribe and to the motherland. So what happens in Jupiter is that just this love and affection that she has, it completely expands because that's what Jupiter does. It pushes us and expands us. So this means that all the people in the world can potentially feel like family during this next year that Jupiter is in Cancer. That all the world might be our brothers and sisters. Cancer has emotions that are like the rainbow. So they are many, they are varied, they are vibrant, and she loves to access these emotions and express them and bring this intelligence out into play, into everyday life. She wants to bring this experience into just everyday, ordinary, mundane life. And with Jupiter in Cancer, we are able to trust ourselves more, and in this case, we're able to trust our own inner emotions, our own inner landscape. And I think yin forms of communication will be appreciated this year. So that means speaking from the heart with tenderness. It's presenting a caring vibe, goodwill, and bonhomie. And Jupiter also represents our relationship with society. So this includes social morality, collective beliefs, and cultural norms. So this year there's also this potential to act on behalf of a greater good. That, we see this need for unity and cohesion in society. And maybe this is the year when we just connect a little bit more and we can actually elevate our collective beliefs through the use of emotional intelligence. Of course, it all starts at home, in yourself, and that's where it should. This is the number one place to look. Thank you so much for listening, and if anyone would like to book a reading with me, please go to my website, thelunarreview.com. As always, enjoy the transit, and I will be back again.